Necessity rules the world. People rarely act unless compelled to. If you create no need for yourself, then you will be easily discarded. If, on the other hand, you understand the laws of power and make others dependent on you for their well-being, if you can counteract their weakness with your own iron and blood, as Bismarck phrased it, then you will survive your master, as Bismarck did. You will enjoy all the benefits of power without the burdens of being the master. Thus, a wise prince will think of ways to keep his citizens of every sort and under every circumstance dependent on the state and on him, and then they will always be trustworthy. The ultimate power is the power to get people to do as you wish. When you can do this without having to force or hurt them, when they willingly grant you what you desire, then your power is untouchable. The best way to achieve this position is to create a relationship of dependence. The master requires your services. He is weak or unable to function without you. You have enmeshed yourself in his work so deeply that removing you would cause him great difficulty, or at least mean valuable time lost in training a replacement. Once such a relationship is established, you have the upper hand, the leverage to make the master do as you wish. The best you can hope for is that others will grow so dependent on you that you enjoy a kind of reverse dependence. Their need for you frees you. This is the model. Make others dependent on you. To get rid of you might spell disaster, even death. And your master dares not tempt fate by finding out. There are many ways to obtain such a position. Foremost among them is to possess a talent and creative skill that simply cannot be replaced. You do have to have a skill that sets you apart from the crowd. You should create a situation in which you can always latch on to another master patron, but your master cannot easily find another servant with your particular talent. And if in reality you are not actually indispensable, you must find a way to make it look as if you are. Having the appearance of specialized knowledge and skill gives you leeway in your ability to deceive those above you into thinking they cannot do without you. Real dependence on your master's part, however, leaves him more vulnerable to you than faked variety, and it is always within power to make your skill indispensable. To make others dependent on you, one route to take is the secret intelligence tactic. By knowing other people's secrets, by holding information that they wouldn't want broadcast, you seal your fate with theirs. You are untouchable. One last warning. Do not imagine that your master's dependence on you will make him love you. In fact, he may resent and fear you. But as Machiavelli said, it is better to be feared than loved. Fear you can control. Love, never. Depending on an attention as subtle and changeable as love or friendship will only make you insecure. Better to have others depend on you out of the consequences of losing you than out of love of your company. Reversal. The weakness of making others depend on you is that you are in some measure dependent on them. But trying beyond that point means getting rid of those above you. It means standing alone, depending on one. Such is the monopolistic drive of a J.P. Morgan or John D. Rockefeller to drive out all competition, to be in complete control. If you can corner the market, so much the better. No such independence comes without a price. You are forced to isolate yourself. Monopolies often turn inward and destroy themselves from the enemies bond together to fight them. The drive for complete control is often ruinous and fruitless.